Today, I want to give you guys 3 big major YouTube analytics that you need to keep your eye on in order to improve your channel and grow your audience here on YouTube. That's coming up. Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and it's Thursday, which means it's time to do some YouTube Q&A with you guys like we do every week here on Video Creators. One of you wrote and asked this question. I have a questions. Should I care about audience retention rate or only views and watch time? Good question, and you need to care about all 3 of those things, and here's why. Because the more audience retention that you have, the higher the audience retention score means the more watch time you're getting, and usually the more watch time your video accumulates, then the more views you're going to get. So let me break it down and show you how the process works. So the first step is audience retention, right? So if you go to YouTube Analytics, you look at your audience retention scores to give you percentage, to show you the average percentage of the video that someone watches before they abandon that video and move on to another one, or just stop watching YouTube entirely. So the better the audience retention scores, then that means the more watch time you get, which then means that Google is more likely to favorite that video in search and discovery related places around YouTube, like related videos and other places like that, and they'll give it more exposure because of the longer watch time it's getting from the increased audience retention, which means that you then get more views. A couple common questions that go along with this type of conversation is, 1, what's a good audience retention rate? Well, I would say when you're getting up to the upper 60%, the lower 70%, depending on the niche and industry you're in, I would say that that's probably about average across YouTube for content that maybe starts performing a little bit better than average. Basically, just get it up as high as you can though, and the key to doing that is to watch your audience retention scores for each video that you publish on YouTube. So go into YouTube Analytics and see where people are dropping off, and just try to look for patterns and trends that indicate like, hey, whenever I cue music towards the end of the video, this will trigger, I guess, that people think the video's over, so they leave. Or maybe whenever I say these types of words, you know, I say, thank you for watching this, even though I have more content, but I say thank you for watching this and people think it's over, so that, you know, you'll learn a lot of different things and then learn to not repeat those mistakes over and over and over again in every video that you do, so that you're cutting off prematurely the audience retention score in every video. Because the goal is to get to 100% audience retention, even though that's very, very, very difficult to do, if not maybe even impossible to do. But if you can do that, then you will get to more watch time, which leads to more views. So you should care about all those things, but one thing that makes this easiest to do, guys, to accumulate higher watch time and higher audience retention scores and all that, is to build an active base of subscribers around your channel, because a subscriber is more likely to give you more watch time than someone who just randomly finds you would. They're also more likely to give you more watch time in each video you publish, and one subscriber could be good for a lot of views going into the future, right? So the best way to build your subscriber base on YouTube, I've actually outlined in my book. It's called 30 Days to a Better YouTube Channel, and it's all about how to make your channel as subscribable as possible. Each day in the book includes some teaching, something that you need to know. It also includes a task, something that you should do right now on your YouTube channel. And then third, it includes further resources if you really want to dig in deep to the topic that we're discussing that day. The process that this book walks you through works 100% of the time, regardless of niche and industry and target audience and everything. Like, guys, it just flat out works. So if you're interested in it, you can check out the link in the description below to go check it out, or a card around here somewhere as well, and go through that process for making your channel as subscribable as possible and discoverable as possible to the people who need to hear the message that you're spreading. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below what tips and advice you have for someone who wants to increase their audience retention scores on their videos, as well as get more views and more watch time and all of that. Leave those down below. And if that's a question that you're currently wrestling through right now, read the comments that people are leaving. I know, like, the community around here is awesome. I always learn from them. I know you will too. If this is your first time here, I would love to have you subscribe. Every Thursday we do YouTube Q&A just like this to help you guys out to grow your channels and your audiences here. On Tuesdays, we look at the updates happening in YouTube and talk about the implications it has for us as creators. On Wednesdays, I give you guys some YouTube tips, advice, and ideas, suggestions. And guys, I do all this because I really believe that a lot of you guys have messages that need to spread, the world needs to hear, and I want to help you guys grow your YouTube channels and your audiences so that those people can find you, hear your message, and have their lives be changed as a result. So thank you for letting me be a small part of that. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next week. Bye.